first quarter. Pelicans and the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
Williamson out there with Williams. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Cousins. Brent, you look at the size and athleticism of DeMarcus Cousins. You can forget.
The interesting part about Cousins, and as his career goes on, especially coming off the injury, Kevin, what does he rely on? Well, when he came into the league, as you said, he had that skill set. He's going to rely more and more on that ability to shoot the ball and to still make plays so that he's still an impact player in the NBA.
First one falls for him. You know, Brent, we talk about how global the game has become. There's so much talent in the NBA that was born outside of this country. And you think about the great coaches, the Hubie Browns over the years that have gone and had these guys, Jack Ramsey, spreading the word of basketball that developed these young players we're now seeing in the league.
And we can go down the list of guys like Giannis, Joel Embiid, Jokic in Denver, Gobert in Utah, Luka Doncic in Dallas, along with Porzingis for the season. The one thing that's interesting about all those guys, Kevin, the connective tissue to that is they're not only great players, but the construct of the locker room around those guys being great players, it changes the dynamic of some of the conversations that go on in the locker room. Most guys are used to seeing the best player on their team sound like them, be from places that they've been, played in high school All-American tournaments or on collegiate level to get. These guys are coming over from somewhere else, and so it forces a dynamic in the locker room that I think gets really interesting for teams as they move forward.
That's really interesting. Here's Hart. Drills the three-pointer. Now it's a 6-point Pelican lead.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here is Cook. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it goes down 2 points.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Redick surveying the D. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
That's tipped. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Alexander Walker. And he banks in the layup. Alexander Walker's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Here is Cook. Outside Bradley. Clock at 4. From deep 3-point range. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Alvin Gentry has seen a lot in his time around the NBA, and last year in New Orleans, really no different. With injuries and trade demands from their top player, it was about trying to keep things together. I don't know, maybe the reward of all that was the roster that he has in front of him now.
Ingram, he's checked in for New Orleans. Lonzo Ball comes in for J.J. Redick. Lakers trail by 8. Now Rondo, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Davis. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. And sometimes when a new front office takes over, a coaching change comes next. But Alvin Gentry continues as head coach with the Pelicans.
Well, a good reason for that is the previous relationship that Alvin Gentry had with David Griffin during their times in Phoenix. They've done a tremendous job of setting the table here. A new infusion of talent, different coaches, a change in front office, a new direction from the ownership group. And this is going to give Alvin Gentry the runway to grow and learn with some tremendous young players.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. James checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Green comes in for Bradley. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Troy Daniels. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Caldwell Pope. Ball kicks to Hayes. Ingram trying to get open. The kick out to Holiday. Ingram passes to Holiday. And here's Hayes. New Orleans moving the ball around. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along, he was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
And he knocks down the first one.
I just wonder, for teams that are playing against Anthony Davis, 48 minutes of that kind of length out on the floor, he just becomes an imposing player defensively.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Favors is checked in. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
And it's Ingram missing. And it's Davis with the ball for Los Angeles, trailing by 2 to the inside. Rondo. That misses at a chance to tie it there. New Orleans got into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Williamson, the pass to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Here's Rondo. Lays it up off the glass. 41 seconds left here in the second. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Outside Holiday. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, still trying to calibrate right now because he had 1 3 in the first quarter, but nothing since.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Ingram. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And you got to respect the level of concentration Ingram maintains at all times. Doesn't matter if he's wide open or pressured. This guy is a lights-out performer.
Now here's Williamson. He's covered by Rondo. Tips it up, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Things were going New Orleans' way from the beginning. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real nice momentum going. Well, for the Pelicans, Kenny?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted it. Strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Here's ball. So the Lakers 5 right now. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's LeBron in at the 3. Well, if there was ever a no-doubt number 1 pick, it is Zion Williamson. Brent New Orleans jumped at the chance to draft him.
Yeah, hard to think of a transition where you have a transcendental star in Anthony Davis in the 7 seasons he gave to the Pelicans, that Zion Williamson would come in and almost make you, and I don't mean this in a bad way, Kevin, but forget about AD. There's that much excitement and enthusiasm around what the talent set is and the skill set of this young star player could be.
It's good.
A terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket.
Ball finds Holiday. Deep. Doesn't go that time. And the Lakers going the other way now. Here's LeBron. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. Holiday, the pass to Ingram. Back to Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. This one for 3. Ball no good.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Redick is checked in. Pelicans trail by 8. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Ball kicks to Ingram. Favors passes to Williamson. Here's Ball. They grab their own miss. Now the pass to Ingram. It's stolen by Davis. And LeBron throws it down.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Cousins comes in for Anthony Davis, and it's Troy Daniels in for Green.
And providing the support where they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by Los Angeles.
Rondo against Ball, and it's blocked.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. JaVale McGee's checked in for James. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Kuzma, that's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pelicans trail by 12. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Here's Ingram. A rebound by the Lakers.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And that one's good. Daniels.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Rondo on top. So the wing on the left. Here's McGee. And McGee with the jam.
Yeah, in this offense and in this structure, there's going to be opportunities to get a lot more assists for Cousins.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
It was to the chagrin of many that Cousins joined the Warriors last season, but it looked to be the right choice for him. Got to take his time rehabbing and came back to a team in first place with no pressure.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. Pelicans trail by 16. Outside, Redick pass to Alexander Walker. There's the triple. And it's J.J. Redick with a 3. Redick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And with Cousins last year, you know, Greg, he came back with a bit of a minutes restriction.
And Kevin, time will tell just how full a recovery Cousins can make. But last year went how he hoped it would with regards to taking a year to get things right and be in a good situation.
And Redick kicks to Hayes. He can't get that one, and the Lakers will go the other way with it. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Kuzma. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Redick against Rondo. Passes it to Alexander Walker. New Orleans moving the ball around. Shoots over Bradley. Bradley with some nice D. Lakers leading by 15. There's the 3. Kept alive. Second chance shot. In deep. McGee drops it in. McGee's got 6 points.
big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooter.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Rondo against Redick. Rondo drives in, and the layup falls.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Hayes the pass to Redick. And another three for New Orleans.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Rondo with it. Outside Bradley. The three. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Bradley's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all.
2 on the clock. 2 points. That one goes. He's got 5.
Rise and fire. The aggressive mindset from Bradley helping his teammates stay engaged.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Lakers lead by 18. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
The stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for New Orleans right now, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. And it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness. Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 17. He misses the free throw.
Size and speed and force of LeBron James is something to behold. And he just seems to be getting better and better. That is scary.
Pelican shooting 43% from the floor. Left side Favors. Outside Redick. Holiday inside the line. And it's New Orleans scoring again. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Williamson with it. He's against Kuzma. And that one's good. Williamson.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
James outside. Fades back. Here's Davis. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Pass to Hart. Back to Redick. From deep. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Lonzo Ball comes in for J.J. Redick. Rondo finds Davis. And the rejection by Favors. Ingram up top, covered by LeBron. Ball dishes to Ingram. Brett, when you look back on all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide star player, but
right.
you know the role that he had for
Yes,
the teams that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not want to be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, and you spent many seasons watching him very closely, from year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put. The shot's good from Kuzma.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
Top of the key. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Los Angeles leading by 20. Green inside the three-point line. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 5 assists in the game. Ball feeling it out a bit. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Rondo's shot is good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Davis. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Kuzma, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And the pass to Green. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Count it, good. And that's now 9 points for Lonzo Ball.
Is a gifted shooter, someone that excels at scoring the ball even when the coverage is tight.
Rondo kicks to Kuzma. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Buries the long-range jumper. 10 points for Drew Holiday.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Davis.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Another shot. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Williamson.
Really nice balance, good base, solid rhythm. Holiday can be effective when he's got that kind of stuff from the mid-range going.
James, the bounce pass. Davis against Favors, and stolen by Favors. Outside Holiday for 3, Ingram. Here's Williamson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful.
.11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Caruso looking for an opening.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
That's his first personal foul. Checking in for your Pelicans. Cameron Williams.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing it.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.